Welcome to episode 2 of the vlog. In this one, we are going back down to my flip. We're finishing it up and we'll be putting it on the market soon, so that's exciting. I'm gonna show you how the draw process works with my hard money loan. And then while we're in the area, I got to stop by one of my good friends, Sabrina's BRRRR property, where she purchased a fixer. It's now in the rehab stage and she's gonna rent it out and refinance all her money back to be left with a great investment property. So you'll see the tour of that. By the way, if we haven't met yet, my name's Vena. I'm a full-time real estate agent and investor. I went straight into this out of high school instead of going to college. Now I'm 22 years old, sharing my journey here on YouTube and helping our generation kind of get into real estate and investing. Also, while I'm here, just want to let you know that I will be in Vegas next week at the beginning of February for the Tom Ferry Elite Retreat. If there are any fellow coaching clients out there, please come say hi. And then February 9th, I will be speaking in Spokane, Washington for the National Association of Realtors Young Professional Network on how I built my real estate team at a young age. So psyched for that. That's February 9th in Spokane. If you're interested, there will be details down below and on my Instagram. Also down below, I've got links to some fun programs and things I use, are sponsors of this video, so check out the description. Please like this video if you enjoy it so I can keep making these vlogs, and let's get right into it. Hey, what's up? It is your girl. I am currently driving down to a property that I own. If you saw my last vlog, I'm going to that house because I am doing a final draw inspection today. So when I bought this house, I used a hard money loan to acquire it. It was way too beat up to buy it with any other kind of loan. So I put 20% down on this house and they are funding my purchase of the house and the repair costs. So I estimated $60,000 repair costs. It became a little bit more, but that's what I was loaned originally. And the way it works with rehab loans typically is if they are loaning you the money for the repairs, then they're not going to give you the money up front. They're going to give it in draws. And I actually didn't know this when I first got into real estate. As far as repairs go, they basically refund you for the repairs in increments. So at different stages in the project, which are typically up to you, you pay for the repairs up front and then you get refunded for the cost that you put in so far. So if I buy a property and I start with ripping everything out and fixing the foundation, for example, and that's $10,000, then I'm going to spend the $10,000, get it done, and then I am going to have typically an inspection with the hard money company. The one I work with does them virtual, so I get on a live call with someone from the company and I do a virtual walkthrough of the property and what's been done so far. And after that inspection, then they send me the $10,000 that I spent. So it works in draws. Pretty exciting because I'm going for the final draw, so everything's done now for the most part, and I'm going in to get refunded for the cash that I put into the project. I personally kind of like to do as few draws as possible because they charge you every time you do it, and for me it's just a little more fun to do it in higher amounts, you know, get refunded higher amounts. So my first one was for about $15,000, and this one is actually going to be from my first draw to now about $45,000 worth of work. So I'm going to walk through the house on my phone with the person, and they're going to see that all the work was done, and then they're going to refund me the $45,000. And honestly, at this point, if you saw my other vlog, I was talking about keeping the property as a midterm rental. I have finalized my strategy to just selling it as plan A, because I'm going to cash out, including like what I put in, what I put in as down payment. I'm going to cash out like $100,000 something dollars, and I would rather have that than a tiny house that's not going to really appreciate too well. If I were to keep the house, I would cash out half that, which still isn't bad, but that would result in me keeping a lot of my money in there because this house is not a full BRRRR where I buy it, rehab, and all of those costs I get to refinance out after the work is done. And so it didn't work that way on this one because my rehab was too expensive. So that is what we're going to go do. I'm going to take you along for the ride, and then I'm also going to show you a couple things around the house that I made some design and structural choices on, so that you can kind of see how we think about these investments and things like that. So I will see you in a second. Alrighty, we got the text from our boy, so we're gonna open up. Hello.
You me?
Yes.
Hey, how's it going today?
Good. How are you, Alex?
That looks great.
I know, right? We have a finished house.
Transformation.
Right?
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Do you mind if we start this on the exterior, just like last time? We'll do some blows on the outside, and we'll head inside, kind of room by room.
Yep, no problem.
Yep, got that one.
Okay, other side?
Yes, please.
Back of the house.
Yep, got this one. Yep, got that one.
Cool.
And then we have just that. We'll get the garage here from the alleyway.
Yep.
Yep, got that one. Looks good. And then we'll grab the last angle of the house. This to your right,
yep.
this back. Perfect. Looks good. I think we can head inside.
Okay. Yeah.
Just some work, make sure I didn't miss anything. We have a place called, okay, awesome. Have a great day.
Thanks, Alice. You too.
Great.
Bye. That was easy. That took all of 10 minutes. As you can see, the house is pretty straightforward. All new paint in here, all new trim, very standard stuff. These two windows were actually not up to code. They were too low before. So we reframed these windows to be standard and up to code. They're nice vinyl windows. We got new heaters. The last ones were really old and ugly. This is LVP flooring. It's a little dirty. The workers are still coming in here. I decided to just put it throughout the entire house to be easy and uniform. It's waterproof. It's super durable. It's a really good quality floor for either a rental. Sometimes a flip is okay too. And the kitchen is probably where we did the most changing of things. So sink was still here before. There was no dishwasher. The fridge was down here. And there was a hot water tank right here. So right here, it was super crammed and you could barely even fit through here to go back here to the washer dryer. So what we did was we just removed the water heater and we replaced it with this super cute little electric hot water heater instead of a huge tank. And in this small of a house, it was super necessary because you need to maximize every single square foot, right? So we got rid of the hot water heater. We moved the fridge over here is where it's gonna go. This is gonna be the stove and hood. And then electrical panel back there is staying the same place. We're gonna put a stackable washer dryer here and we're gonna throw in a dishwasher. This window stayed the same. There actually was a window right here so you could see who was at your porch. We just decided to ditch that so that we could put in some nice upper cabinets and this lower, what do you call this, Lazy Susan, for extra storage because again, you need to maximize your square footage and your space. We've got some nice, good quality cabinets. They are soft close. Same thing with the uppers. We've got really nice black matte finishes between the faucets and the cabinet handles and everything. I really love that my contractor managed to make everything in here black matte. I hate seeing some black matte, some polished nickels, some stainless steel. Well, obviously you're gonna have stainless steel, but you know what I mean? Some gold even. I like when the entire house is super uniform on the finishes or the fixtures. We didn't do too much in the bedroom. It's a small-ish bedroom, but the whole house is small. We replaced the ceiling fan with a really nice black matte one. Right here was the closet area. When I bought it, there was like a couple racks here, and so we just kept this the same. There's not much you can do. We'll put in a couple more poles. That's a little closet area. Bedroom also got a new heater. These ones are cool because the remote's right on the heater itself. It comes with the ceiling fan. And then here in the bathroom was gross before. There was like mirrors and stickers and writing on the walls and stuff. So we kicked all of that. I think it was just like a normal pedestal sink. Replaced it with vanity with storage. Really nice quartz. We're gonna get a mirror in here, replace the toilet, and then we did a really nice tile tub surround. It goes all the way up to the ceilings. We got the 3-piece tub here with the spout and the handheld and the rain shower-ish can. And then we have a nice niche in here for your shampoos and things. So really happy with this one. We'll put a pole in here so you can get a, what do you call that? Shower curtain. Replace this window with a nice new frosted glass one. We also got a new heater in the bathroom. New doors, obviously, new front door. Lucky red. We did a new deck outside, new soffit. I love this. This is really pretty. I feel like it makes it look really modern. All we did was paint the siding. We didn't really have to replace too much of it. As you can see here, that is where we took the window out. You can kind of see the outline from the kitchen. Again, LEDs throughout. But yeah, I am super happy with how this turned out. And if you had walked through this property before, you would know that it was bad. Yeah, the contractors did a great job. Super grateful for them. They were so good about communicating and getting everything done on time and in budget. We actually did have an issue halfway through where when they were replacing the subfloor to lay new floor, they actually found that the whole house had basically flooded and there was water damage in all the floor joists, which were supporting the whole house. So they had to go in like literally all through here in the bedroom, through the bathroom. It was gross. They had to go in and replace all the joists that were supporting the floor. And so that was an extra cost, but it definitely had to be done because otherwise this whole structure would just be super weak and unsupported. Especially if I have to keep this, I want to make sure it's in good condition for the long term. The other thing is your remodeling strategy is going to be very different when you buy a house, depending on whether you're going to keep it and rent out or sell it as a flip. Because if you're going to rent it, you don't necessarily want to spend too much, but you want good, durable quality material that's going to last so you don't have to replace it too often. But if you're going to sell a house, then you want to make sure you have really nice finishes that are going to attract buyers and get them to pay top dollar for your property. So for example, LVP floor, this is super durable. This is probably the landlord's favorite these days. So I put LVP through the whole house because I have planned to keep this and rent it out. But if I go to sell it, it's still a really nice material. It looks good and it's not going to garner too many complaints because like I said, it's waterproof. The only thing I probably would have done differently if I were going to keep this as a rental is maybe tile the floor in the bathroom. And that's not even that big of a difference, but that is an example of what we might change if this were definitely going to be a flip house. So flooring is a big one when it comes to big differences in rentals versus flips. I would say your cabinet quality, your countertop quality, the level of fanciness of your vanities, things like that are also going to vary depending on your strategy here. So that's just kind of something to keep in mind when you're thinking, am I gonna flip this? Am I gonna sell it? Am I gonna keep it? What am I gonna do here? How much money am I gonna spend? What's gonna really give me the best return based on my strategy? So yeah, that's the laydown on my little house. Next, I was going to go actually check out another one of my friend's properties who actually lives here in the area, and her house is not too far. So I'm gonna call her up and hopefully we can see her house.
Hey, real quick, I just want to take a moment to introduce and shout out the sponsor of this video, Deal Machine, the revolutionary app that makes finding and securing real estate deals easier than ever before. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just getting started, Deal Machine is the perfect tool for finding and analyzing properties, driving for dollars, and connecting with owners to close deals quickly and efficiently. I'm a longtime user of Deal Machine, and what I love about it is you get access to a vast database of properties in your area, complete with detailed property and owner information to help you filter down and find that perfect deal. And with their app, it is super convenient when you're on the go. My favorite way to use Deal Machine is when I'm out looking at houses or door knocking and I see a property that wasn't already on my list. I can just whip out my app, zero in on the map where I am, and instantly pull up that property sheet to see how long they've owned it, what they bought it for, and even call and mail to them right there in the app. So super easy to use. Deal Machine is a very powerful tool that sets you apart from the competition. I highly, highly recommend. There is a link in my bio to try it free for 7 days and start closing those deals. Big shout out to Deal Machine, and let's get back to the video. All right, so next we get to go to my friend Sabrina's house. I'm so excited. I swear, you guys, last time I went to her investment property was when she had just bought it. She's gonna tell you about it, but there were like renters. I don't remember if it was renter or previous owner was inside, super hoarder. There was hella shit. They took all the stuff out of the house. It was all over the front yard. There was just all this stuff. And then the previous occupant came and they were like ruffling through the stuff and taking stuff when the new owner Sabrina wasn't there. It was crazy. It was like so scary, and they were coming around like shooting stuff. And the house, oh my god, you could not even stand in there for more than 3 seconds because it smelled
arable. I'm excited to see it again and see how it's doing. Her contractors actually might be there too. It's actually the same contractor who did my house, funny enough. But yeah, what is the end goal with buying these stinky, smelly properties? And why do I keep saying that I prefer heavily not to flip? Well, the whole strategy of BRRRR, which is what we're doing, is you buy a property that's super beat up because you can rehab it and you can add value. So the cost of actually physically improving the property and making it nicer is less than the value that it's going to add to it. So you're creating equity or value in the property and you're making it worth way more for comparatively less cost of materials and labor and things. So for example, for super easy numbers, let's say you buy a property for $50,000 and it takes $20,000 to fix it up and make it nice and make it worth $100,000. All in, we spent $50 for property, $20 for fix up, so we put in $70,000 total investment into the house, and now it's worth $100,000. So 100 minus 70, you now have $30,000 worth of equity. And if you were to flip this house, that $30,000 would be your profit minus the cost to sell. And so in BRRRR, instead of selling that house and making the profit, you are keeping the house and actually refinancing out of that hard money loan into a normal loan where you have a normal mortgage and then you rent it out and the tenant is paying you rent every month that covers that mortgage. And the beauty of the refinance is you only need a loan to cover that $70,000 you put in, your initial investment, and that $30,000 is going to stay in the property as your equity. So you're gonna get your $70,000 back in your refinance, you're gonna be in this property for $0, and you're gonna have it rented where the rent is covering the mortgage and then some, hopefully, so that you're making cash flow every month. And so you can take that $70,000 and do it again and again and again. That is BRRRR. And so I figure if I can just do this enough times, then I can have a whole lot of equity, a whole lot of net worth, keep recycling the same money again and again into new properties, even moving up, and start building that cash flow so that I can someday retire and just do what I want. That is true real estate investing in a nutshell. Don't let them tell you that flipping is real estate investing. Don't let them tell you that wholesaling is real estate investing, because it really is not. I mean, technically, I guess investing is just when your money makes more money, right? But true investing to me is when you own assets. And if you're just flipping, you don't own anything. That is why if I'm gonna fix a property, my first goal is not to flip, but to keep it as an asset that's going to serve me, not just make quick profits here and there. It's gonna pay off way more in the end, because here in Seattle, the properties appreciate at 10% a year. That means the $100,000 house in 10 years is gonna be worth $200,000. And then 10 years later, $400,000. Except here in Seattle, where the properties are $1 million, then in 10 years it's gonna be worth $2 million, and so on. So that's the beauty of it. There are so many different forms of BRRRR and like how you can do it, and different things work for different people. So totally just do what you want to do. This is my vlog, so that's my strategy. And I like it the most because it's this concept of recycling money, only making the money once and then using it again and again and again to build your rental portfolio. With that being said, let's go check out Sabrina's BRRRR. All right, let's see it. Oh, nice. Ooh, give us the tour, Mama Bear.
I haven't even been in here. I haven't been in here for like 2 weeks.
Looks amazing. Smells even better.
It doesn't even stink or anything.
I haven't gotten this far.
Let's see if we can pull the floor. Oh, you can see.
Yeah, I
that's
see
the
it over
floor.
there. It's pretty. A nice light, nice LVP.
Right.
Light wood color. Cute.
Okay, baby.
Cute
I like
counters.
the backsplash. I didn't pick the backsplash. I just let Jose pick.
Yeah.
Oh, I like those. I didn't pick
Yeah,
those
those-
either. Cool.
I love it. Give your contractor all creative freedom.
Right. I said
It
white
works.
and black. The only thing I told him I really wanted was the hickory floor.
It looks
Like-
really good. I might have to copy that
Oh,
too.
yeah. We all need hickory in our life.
Nice.
Hola.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I have the same heaters.
I like them. They're way better than the ones I have in my house.
Oh shoot, okay. Fancy
Okay,
bathroom.
bathroom.
Nice.
Okay.
Double
vanity, lighted mirror.
Yeah, this is remember there was a door in the hallway? So the door was right here.
I did not get past the kitchen last time.
Oh, you didn't? Okay, so the door,
Smelled so bad.
there was a door here, and the washer and dryer were actually right here. There was a pedal sink here, and then there was a stand-up shower that was completely flooded, and all of this like what do you call it, subfloor was all
Oh
rotten.
my god.
Yeah.
This is dope though.
Yeah.
It fits.
You're good. Yeah. With the semi-range.
I love this huge ass niche.
Mm-hmm. He wanted to put like a clawfoot tub in here, and I was like, no. We're in Tacoma.
That's not gonna work.
Rental, we don't put clawfoot tubs in rental.
Yeah, cool primary bedroom.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah. He picked all the tile too, all of that. Oh,
Yeah.
and the floors in here are tile. Everything needs handles. We're still
Water heater,
He said it was
closet.
gonna be done He said it was gonna be done for Christmas. Definitely not, and we're definitely not close.
It's just like it's done, but it's half done. It's so much better than I mean, obviously, I literally got to right here last time, and then I couldn't take the smell anymore. Say hi, my name is Logie Bear. Welcome to the stinky house.
Can you say welcome to the dirty, dirty house?
Yes.
Yeah. Where the rats came, but then we chased him out. And then the guy with the machete came, but he doesn't come back no more.
Oh my god.
The machete
Good
man.
parenting.
Gotta show tell him how real life works. Good parenting.
I love
The
it.
machete guy comes to the dirty, dirty house.
What do we got here, Sabrina?
We're updating on the BRRRR, so we got backsplash trim. We got some fixtures. We're still missing handles in the kitchen. We have baseboards and trim around the doors, which is fantastic. That's all newer since last time. The floors are done. Last time the floors were halfway. So we're still missing a couple things. Lighting fixtures are in. Maybe within the next week, we need appliances too. So I know. He just woke up from his nap, so it's time to go. But yeah, that's all.
Nice. So you bought this for?
I bought this for $200,000. We the rid.
What?
Did you say wow? Because I said 200. I said 200,000. You said wow. Yeah, I knew it. 200,000. The original rehab budget was 95,000, but because the siding was rotten and not installed correctly, so the siding had to be added and the fence had to be added, which were both like not planned for costs. It ended up being 118,000. So all in, we're at 318. I'm hoping to get 450 when it's all done. And then potentially long-term rent is gonna be like 26 or 2,700 hopefully. If it's Airbnb, I don't know what it's gonna be, but then I'll have to buy furniture.
Yeah.
That will be TBD.
Nice.
To be
So
determined.
obviously you bought it to keep, right?
Yes.
And that's plan A.
Plan A was keep and long-term. Plan B is keep Airbnb. Plan C would probably be sell. I was considering moving into it, but I've decided against that. So that was a plan D. That's gonna not happen.
I love it.
Yeah.
Good deal.
No.
Sabrina is a boss mama. This is like her 20th house in 2 states. And she's just like the best person to learn from, honestly. So check her out on Instagram and her TikTok. She posts all about her investments. Yeah, I'm really excited to see this one all finished. It's just so different already. If you see the outside, it's my house's older sister because we had the same contractor.
You can't hold my hand.
So that's the vlog, fairly standard day in my life when my projects need attention. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell to get notified when the next vlog drops, and I will see you in the next one.